You know, since 1999, it had been two sides of the same coin for these two franchises. The Knicks ranked 27 in win percentage since then, while the Spurs have won 5 championships and have the best win percentage in the NBA. This is all since 1999. So now in this moment, in these finals, who has more pressure to win a ring? Is it Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, or is it Wemby and the Spurs? Go ahead, Stephen A. Or Perk, I'm sorry, Perk, go ahead.
Oh, it's big body Brunson and the Knicks. Let's not forget now, Shay, the Knicks haven't been back to this place in how long? They haven't won the championship in what? I think it's, what you say, SA, 53 years or something like that, over 50 years. And I need big body Brunson to shut the haters up. I need him to go out there and do what they're saying he can't do as a small guard and lead this team to winning the championship. I need big body Brunson to go out there and go capture the title of being the greatest Knick ever. See, I believe in the next 3 to 4 years, Wemby is going to continue to be in the NBA Finals. He's going to have an opportunity to win the NBA championship. I can't say the same about big body Brunson. So the sense of urgency has to be there. Think how long it took him, as you know, far as being right now, since he's become a Knick to get to this point. So the pressure is on Jalen Brunson. He has the more veteran squad. His squad has been playing the best basketball. He has a guy he has a Robin and Karl Anthony Towns that's playing at an elite level. He has to go get it done.
For debate purposes, you could easily say Wemby. I'm not going to do that on this show. I'm going to agree with you, but for a myriad of different reasons, Shay and Big Perk, that I want everybody, the things that Perk didn't bring up. Yeah, there's pressure on the Knicks and Jalen Brunson. You win 11 straight by 262 points, an average of 23.8, and you're flowing. And regardless of the fact that San Antonio and OKC were the two best teams in basketball, and they've got this 7'5" alien from France to deal with, the reality is that everybody's been talking about the Knicks in a way they haven't talked about the Knicks since 1994. But when they went to the finals 27 years ago in 1999, we knew they didn't have a chance. You had to go up against Tim Duncan, Dave Robinson. You didn't have Patrick Ewing. You didn't stand a chance. We all knew this. Okay, so it was a foregone conclusion that the New York Knicks were going to lose, and they ended up losing that series in 5. What I'm telling you about 1994 is that you looked at Houston and you said, this could go either way. What's Ewing going to do against Olajuwon? What's the rest of the crew going to do against Olajuwon's supporting cast? You had those things, and it was up in the air. And, you know, John Starks plays big time in Game 6, but they're not able to close. And then in Game 7, he's struggling, and Pat Riley forgets that he picked up Rolando Blackman mid-season for a reason and forgot and left him on the bench, which is something that Pat Riley, he was able to recover from it because he won championships in Miami. But certainly in New York, we never forgot that. Here's the biggest reason I'm going the Brunson route here. It's not just for Brunson. It's for the entire NBA. It's for the future of the NBA. We could look at, let me say this, let me see Shay and Perk when I say this. This is very, very important that everybody understands the magnitude of what I'm saying. Wemby's not going away. Look at that kid on that podium. I mean, he wants a championship badly. You understand what I'm saying? He comes across as he's willing to die for it. When you see a superstar, you want to hear that. As much of a Knicks fan as I am, and as confident as I'd like to feel in the Knicks, I see him like that, especially after winning. I'm like this, damn. You know, this is not good for the Knicks. It's not good that you got a superstar that wants it that badly. That's Victor Wembanyama. Here's the thing. If Houston gets a point guard with the size that they have, maybe, but we got to see it to believe it. If Oklahoma City, you know, gets Giannis, it's a different conversation. But right now, if the New York Knicks don't beat the San Antonio Spurs, you're going to see a lot of hopelessness pervading throughout the NBA. It's like, how the hell are you going to deal with Wemby? How are we going to deal with Wemby? How are we going to beat this dude? Especially when he's got Castle and Harper is going to be a star in this league, and De'Aaron Fox. He can ball, and Harrison Barnes' experience and the togetherness, the youthfulness that they have, Champagny and all of these cats, and Johnson and the crew. It's like, damn, they're not going away, right? And you're looking with a ray of hopelessness hovering over you. Imagine if Brunson pulls this off. It's not Vince Carter in his prime. It's not Kobe in his prime. It's not MJ in his prime. It's not LeBron in his prime. A 6'1" guard manages to lead the way to knock off Victor Wembanyama. Do you understand what that means for the NBA? It gives everybody hope that somehow, some way, you can figure out a formula to knock off San Antonio. If you don't, and they mimic 1999, and they take the Knicks out in 5 or 6 games, and it's a relatively lopsided series, and the dominance of Victor Wembanyama reigns over the NBA Finals in such a way that it cements his dominance and that of the San Antonio Spurs, then we're going to be left hoping that Sam Presti could come up with something to formulate and tweak Oklahoma City just to be competitive to San Antonio. If Brunson wins, then all of a sudden that parity that we aspire for, where you look at a multitude of teams and say they have a chance, they have a chance, they have a chance, you're going to look at the NBA differently. That's how important this NBA Finals is. If Victor Wembanyama dominates, it's a level of hopelessness that just envelopes the NBA. You got Jalen Brunson has the potential to stop that noise. That's how important this is to basketball, not just to the New York Knicks.
So Perk and Stephen A., to piggyback off of that, I agree. I think it's the Knicks too, because if not now, then when? When are you going to have this kind of health, relatively speaking, on your squad? This kind of weak conference, let's be honest. The East was weak this year, considering
Did you just
injuries.
mention health?
I
You just mentioned health with Mitchell Robinson and his damn pinky.
His pinky?
You just
could
mentioned
have
health.
much bigger problems than a pinky. I mean, give me a break, okay?
I cannot believe
so
it.
much rest.
I cannot
They've
believe
had back-to-back series where they have, what, 9 days off? When else are you going to have this kind of luxury? You're not. So if not now for Brunson and the Knicks, then when? That makes it feel like there's much more added pressure, Perk.
No, I agree. And look, we're on the verge of having another different champion. So this is going to make 8 straight years of the NBA having 8 different champions. No one has won back-to-back, which also I want to dive into a deeper point, because Stephen A. brought up a good point. When you talk about Jalen Brunson, see, Jalen Brunson needs to win, and while the pressure is on him, because you want the narrative to change, right? You want a team like Philadelphia to feel confident that Tyrese Maxey could get it done, because he's another undersized guard that now is driving the car to his franchise. You want to give confidence to a team that's about to draft Darius Acuff Jr. that they're making the right decision by drafting a 6'2" point guard, because we need to start valuing the quarterback's position again. See, we went away from that. So we need to start valuing these little point guards again, and these floor generals, and these guys that not only could go get buckets, but also could make guys around you better. Think about when Steph Curry, when he was taking over the league and the Warriors was making their finals run. Every kid, every GM was trying to go out there and get what? Shooting. They was trying to find shooters. Right? Daryl Morey changed the whole system in Houston and said, I'd be damned if somebody go take a mid-range jumper. Matter of fact, you damn near got fined if you took a mid-range. It was 3s and it was 2s. Big Body Brunson could change the narrative. If Wemby wins it, guess what? Everybody's going to be trying to look for that next 7'3", 7'4" guy. It's already videos circulating right now on social media that I just saw about some 7'4" guy that's about to come from overseas again, quote-unquote draft prospect. We got to start valuing the quarterback position again, and Jalen Brunson could help that with winning the NBA championship.
Copycat league, not just the NFL, the NBA is as well. Coming up here on First Take, it's now June, which means all NFL eyes are now on A.J. Brown. Should the Patriots act fast to acquire